So this is my chapter 8 assignment video. I've given this a lot of thought. I made a video of it last night and wasn't really satisfied with what I came up with. So I did a little bit more thinking and a little bit more research today. So this is what I've come up with, and I'm not exactly sure if it answers the exact call necessarily, but it's kind of how I would approach the situation. So the scenario is we just hired a bunch of, I wouldn't say a bunch of minorities because that sounds a little offensive, but we just hired a bunch of people that are more diverse, and that's all great and good, and we're really proud of that. But at the same time, we have to lay off 300 people within the next 6 months. And I see two major issues legally that are gonna be an issue very quickly. One, we need to have a diverse culture. We have to pay attention to the area around where our business is at and see what the different ethnic groups are around the area, and then make our business match that, to not run into issues with the EEOC and racial discrimination or gender discrimination, age discrimination, et cetera, et cetera. So we have to pay attention to that. And the fact that we have a diverse group right now really helps, and I want to try and keep that. With that being said, though, if we do that, then we have a problem with running into age discrimination of the older group of people, as well as we have to be aware of our timing for the layoffs themselves. Earlier in the year, we all had to do an assignment where we had to pick a law, or we were given a law, and we had to research it. My particular one actually involves this. It's called the WARN Act. And the WARN Act, in its most simplistic explanation, is you have to give up to 60 days of notice before you lay someone off. You have to give them 60 days to try and find something else or help them find something else. Otherwise, if you're not within that 60 days, you can get sued. So we have to be careful with that. So our timing has to be smart, as well as our grouping. So the thing that I'm looking into the most is I definitely want to keep the culture as diverse as possible, as far as which employees we have here. So I'm definitely leaning towards more of losing the top end. They said that most of our older employees, though they are loyal, are white male, which, let's face it, that is the most common group. Anything under 40 is not even a protected class. So we have to pay attention to that. But with that being said, I don't want to just kick them out because they have been loyal to me. So one strategy that I think pops up in my mind that's a pretty smart strategy is either helping them relocate with another job, like seeing if we can shake some trees and help them relocate, or if they're close enough in age, do an early retirement or a severance package or something like that is like, hey, yeah, we can't use anymore, but here you go, here's a gift, as a thank you. Or in that case, a retirement package, early retirement, we'll just set them up for retirement early. That will, make the job loss a little bit softer, as well as it will allow them time to figure out what they're doing if they aren't going to retire. But yeah, so that's one thing that I would definitely do to try and make people want to leave rather than just kicking them out, kind of a thing. It'll make people a little bit more willing to work with us when it comes to that. Also, the other thing I'm thinking about is possibly doing like benefits packages or something like that for, like, we'll give you 6 months pay. Well, that would be a severance package. So never mind. That's basically what I'm saying, is like it would be some type of severance package. Like, we'll give you 6 months pay after you leave, kind of a thing. So it'll hold you over to try and find a job. But still give it plenty of time to be within that 60 days so you're not getting in trouble with the WARN Act. With that also being said, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play my angles a little bit. When I hire the people that I had just hired, hopefully I have enough information on them that I know who's going to stay and who's going to go. If you're a younger employee and I can tell that you're not working out, like within the first month, they usually have an idea, or I might do like a 90-day evaluation or a 60-day evaluation or something like that to try and find a reason that, yeah, you're working, but you're not really meeting our criteria. We appreciate your time. Here's your thing. And I would almost write that in the contract ahead of time. I'd almost set it up to where it's already there. But yeah, other than that, I want to focus on 3 things basically. Is try and keep the morale as high as possible, because layoffs are never easy, but I want to be as fair as possible. But I also want to make sure I don't have any problems with the EEOC with discrimination against being not diverse enough. And I also want to make sure I keep out of any lawsuits with the WARN Act, to make sure that I'm not just cutting people left and right, kind of a thing. So, but yeah, let me know what your questions and comments are. This one was a little difficult, but I think I explained it the way I wanted to. But yeah, just let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.